3, 2, 1, go.
Yo!
We're gonna go. Okay. So we talked about this a little bit on your channel. We're gonna finish the discussion up here, but the idea is like, we've got these new galactic
Legends.
Galactic Legends. My goodness. I mean, these events, it's going to take, 15 characters potentially. They said there's going to be at least 13 requirements. We only know what, out of the 26 requirements, we know what, six of them, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we don't have any clue what the rest of them. Boy, you're cleaning up right there. My goodness.
Yeah, I mean, before the announcement was made, I only had him at Gear 13, and ever since after the announcement, was he Gear 13? May have been just Gear 12. I don't know. For the average person, I don't recommend going all out on these characters until you, one, see the kits, so you know which one's better. I'm solely, like, I got Relic 6 Kylo Ren today because I'm trying to get ready to make videos and stuff like that. Not a pleasant experience getting all these characters up and running, especially Stormtrooper and First Order Officer. Not the biggest fan, I can't say that.
All right, so I'm gonna cheat right here.
You're gonna cheat?
Yes, because you're gonna wipe me out. See, I'm gonna list the aid of BB-8 only.
Wow,
I'm a
Kylo.
cheater right here.
I gotta say though, Kylo's like, he can take a lot of hits. He is so chunky. He is thick for days, and like, so we were talking a little bit on my channel when we did the Skywalker battle.
I don't know if this is gonna speed it up though.
It means more hits. You're getting more attacks out there, more turn meter and stuff like that. So I mean, I think it's gonna help out a little bit.
All right, so we got G12 BB-8 and G12. We're kind of it's a little fairer, if you will. We got
can I put my Stormtrooper in just for the fun of it? Can I just throw my Stormtrooper in so I can flex on this?
Yes.
There we go.
Oh, you flex on your
oh my
Well, you Relic. Okay, so let's talk about the 6 characters that we're gonna have to Relic 5 and Relic 7. What are your thoughts, and where do you place them as far as A, B, C, D characters?
Rey, better than Kylo. But I put both Rey and Kylo kind of in that. Rey's a B character, Kylo's a C character. And I don't know, Rey, I'm saying Rey's a B character when there's BB-8 present. So I kind of have to caveat that a little bit. Kylo's not as good, but still he's at least a C, C+, B- character at best. First Order Stormtrooper, without being in a First Order team, he is a D grade character. First Order Officer, at least he's got a turn meter type of capability. D+, C- character at best. And then Resistance Trooper and Finn, solid C characters, let's say. And but none of them amazing. And that's kind of the problem I know that you have especially too.
Okay.
Yeah, it's they're not great. They're not exciting characters to gear up, that's for sure.
Yeah, okay, so let's talk about them in the context of Grand Arena. We're going to talk about First Order, and we're going to talk about Resistance. Now, I actually am kind of a fan of Resistance inside of in Grand Arena, and we'll talk about that. And then why don't you talk about First Order on defense inside of Grand Arena, specifically if we have to do, Relic 7, Kylo Ren on mass. So let's start with that conversation. Let's talk about First Order on defense.
First Order has crazy survivability. They get all this health back, they get all this protection back, and you can make them pretty fast because of the Kylo Ren on mass leadership. It's a pretty, especially a Relic 7, eventually Relic 7 Kylo Ren on mass. He is so durable. I see full Commander Luke teams time out against Relic 7.
Yes, I was gonna say. I've taken personally in Commander Luke one time. I was like, well, I'll never do that again. I mean, your opponent might not understand that CLS does not work against First Order, right?
Yeah, they get so much regen. They're so durable, and Kylo's got a huge health and protection pool, so it all just comes back around one way or another. So yeah, that's so on defense it works fine. I mean, he's also you could use him to take on some Night Sister teams here and there. He beats Old Republic on offense and stuff like that. He's not god tier, but he's just kind of like a staple. Like when you're using your Grand Arena, you try to save your better teams for offense usually, and Kylo Ren's one of those teams where you don't care if he's on offense or defense. You usually just throw him on defense because he's decent on defense at least. And
the Kylos can be used to clean up Malik also.
Yes, the stuns and the healing immunity from the normal Kylo. And so they have their uses. They're not like garbage, but they're just not as exciting as Separatist or Galactic Republic and Jedi and Sith Empire and stuff like that. They're just middle of the rung teams. Kylo First Order is a middle of the rung team in the game.
Yeah, so I guess what we're trying to do here is sell the community on maybe some benefits to upgrading these characters when it looks bleak. Frankly, there's like no point in doing these at all, really, in my opinion, other than it's a requirement for characters we don't even know if we're good or not. So let's talk about resistance on offense in Grand Arena. And this is a team that I like. Counters kind of like the ordinary, like bounty hunters, or sometimes even actually first order. You can, depending on what the relics are, you can go up against. I mean, definitely Kylo.
Oh, the healing immunity helps out a lot.
Yeah. So there's a lot of matchups, and where I see first resistance on offense instead of Grand Arena is that they usually come out with max protection, max health, and it's a high banner win. So it's pretty easy to get 60 banners done correctly, right? I mean, that's where you could underdog it, or maybe, some of the teams are suicides, right? You take in Grievous, that's a suicide team. How often are you gonna get max banners with Grievous? Because you're not gonna have max protection. That's gonna be hard to pull off.
Yeah.
It's gonna be hard to pull off max
that's why
protection.
Grievous is seen on defense so much. He's deadly on defense, and on offense, he just doesn't snag as many banners because he's always pulling the health away and protection away from your team. So that's exactly what it is, really.
Yeah, even General Skywalker, that team, you're gonna lose troopers, right?
Well, and plus there's no protection regen on that team either.
Yeah, so Rey does have their benefits definitely in Grand Arena, where she's going to give like a max banner wins, and I don't know about you, but I've lost by 1 point or I've tied. I mean, one banner, and being able to regenerate protection is definitely a big deal. Now, something you brought up is light side Geonosis territory battles. So like the question is, who should I go for? Should I go for Supreme Leader Kylo Ren or Jedi Rey? We don't know. We haven't seen the kits.
Yeah.
But light side Geonosis territory battles is a thing. Talk about that for a moment.
So, yeah, we kind of talked about it in my video earlier. Like, if you were someone that needs to get one of these Galactic Legends day one, like, you can't be seen without it, or else your family would disown you or something crazy like that.
Okay, I gotta think about that for a minute. My family disowned me because I don't have
Will harder, pleb.
Oh my God, yeah, disown me. You could have my family if that ever happened. Anyways.
Yeah, so the thing, so when we were talking to my video about if you had to pick something based off the content that's in the game right now, what's going to help out the most? Light side content, because dark side Geonosis territory battles is not as difficult as light side Geonosis territory battles, and having another great light side team that can get more than two, or because the problem is right now the only really solid light side teams are Padme, Shakti and clones, and Jedi training Rey with the resistance, right? Even General Anakin Skywalker has a hard time on his own. So having another team ready for Geonosis territory battles, that's going to help out more.
Shakti with clones does okay.
Right, yeah. Shakti, Padme, and Jedi training, those are really the three best teams so far. The rest are having a hard time. It's odd that General Anakin Skywalker struggles so much in Geonosis combat.
And so does JKR, believe it or not.
Yeah,
JKR is not
I can get 3 out of 4 of JKR, and I don't have the best Jedi team around there. So it's okay. It's not the best, but it's usable. But yeah, to the point is having more teams, because that's the content that has a lot of great stuff attached with the currency, the gear, obviously trying to get as many stars as possible to reach Kiadi Mundi. So if someone asks me, what should I chase after? Just looking at the way the content is right now in the game, I would say the logical thing I'd feel safe with is going to be Galactic Legends Rey. And plus, I've had the privilege of testing all the new First Order and Resistance characters lately, and I gotta say I'm a lot more impressed with where the Resistance viability is right now. Like, I could take Jedi Training Rey and beat Darth Revan teams fairly consistently, Padme teams, because they're fast, they have a lot of control. Right now, the biggest highlight for the First Order is just that Sith Trooper is just awesome, but the thing is, he really only works as your team's dying off. That's the main problem I have with that. So just looking where things are right now, that's kind of my opinion that I have, is that right now Resistance and light side content's a bit needed more, and the newer characters we have right now, they help out. Oh, this is gonna be great. I'm gonna bring in 2 First Order characters against Night Sisters. That's gonna be interesting to see how this kind of works out.
Yeah, I just went up against clones right there, which was a mixed match, but actually, and I'm at gear 12 and you're at relics, so this is a little different, but I'm actually coming up against I don't know, where are we at, 9 or 10?
I think this is gonna take a while. I gotta kill off several Night. I don't know if, this is gonna take me quite a while. I gotta kill off several Night Sisters before I can do anything. We got to get some revives going on here. Come on. Oh, almost there.
Man, you actually have to target correctly.
I can't auto because they're gonna go all out of Night Sister zombie. There we go.
Yeah, you're gonna get stuck doing it the wrong way.
But the thing is, the team is so survivable. I'm not concerned about plague. Like, I got plague and we healed up right away. So that's kind of the beauty of first order is that you can kind of do this. I probably should have taken out DACA first. That's all right. We'll get there eventually. But
yeah, DACA. But I forgot what this like PvE Galactic War
I missed
content.
It, man.
A little bit, yeah. I mean, it was tedious there at the end, but there were times where it's like, we don't really have any, other than the Sith raid, which is long gone. We don't really play, That's why I like that Forest Moon thing yesterday with the new challenge tiers. It was like something to do, It's like, it's like okay. So I've got 2 more battles left. Let's see what if I go into something challenging here. I'm glad that we decided to bring in 2 characters rather than 1 character. Oh my god,
this is gonna take me a while to take out.
Yeah, we started the video off. We're gonna just do Rey. It's like, this is not gonna work, man.
Oh my gosh, this is annoying. Oh, I can't.
Well,
do that
Rey
right
without BB-8 is nothing, right? You really have to use BB-8 with Rey.
Yeah.
It's just. And BB-8 is useful in a lot of ways, way more places than Rey is.
Oh yeah. BB-8 is so much more viable. Yeah, and here's the problem I have too. Kind of going back to our feelings about gearing up these characters. One of my biggest problems is Jedi Training Rey really needs BB-8. How's it going to be if we're going to need BB-8 for the new upcoming Rey? Like, let's say you need BB-8 for the new Rey. Does that mean Jedi Training Rey, all this Relic 7s we put in, is not going to be a usable character? Like, do you think you'd use Jedi Training Rey as much without BB-8 to take on, like, Bosks and stuff like that? I don't know.
I mean, overall, BB-8 is... I use BB-8 way more than Jedi Training Rey. And I only use Jedi Training Rey with BB-8. You know what I mean? It's, I don't know. We've already kind of gone through this situation as where to put BB-8, for a while there, you had the nuke droid teams, right? And it's like, oh boy, BB-8 was kind of split between, where does BB-8 really need to be? If BB-8 gets pulled into, I don't think they're going to do that. They kind of said that Jedi Rey is going to be plug and play, and
maybe that'd be weird.
I have a feeling that there's not going to be any direct synergy there with BB-8.
Maybe.
And then maybe she sounds like she's going to be viable anywhere on a light side team.
They said there is a new Resistance team they're building up. They said in that post that the new Rey is going to work great. The new Resistance team.
The new Finn and the new Poe. That's a team right there. My goodness.
Yeah, they're fantastic.
Maybe that is the team, and it's not going to include, or maybe it'll be just that. Maybe it'll be JTR will still be the lead, right? And then with BB-8, and then you have Poe, Finn, and then maybe she'll be a tank. What if she's a tank?
I mean, here's the thing is,
she's like a General Kenobi type tank.
With the new Resistance team that we have, we're still missing out on a tank of some sort. There's not a tank that we have. And my guess is, I don't know if you saw, we kind of talked about it a while ago. It looks like there might be a veteran smuggler Chewbacca rework potentially in the mix because that we saw in the footage. The
animation?
And the thing is, the Chewbacca we have in game, I mean, it's obviously Chewbacca was seen in all the 3 sequel movies that we had here.
I'm barely finishing this. I don't know, you see this?
Yeah, I think it's actually funny. It looks like we're down to the wire. I think the First Order pulled off the win on the my side.
Did you get the win? Yeah, but you were Relic 13, and I'm Relic...
that is true. But you have more assists. You got the healing. You got the Illuminate Destiny. I don't know.
I have an actual down to the wire. I actually have a B grade team where you have a C grade character with no synergy with a D grade character, where I have like basically a B grade team. But that's the difference that Relics make right there, right?
Yeah, Kylo was able to. We took out a Night Sister team. He was beefier. His hits are going pretty well. We had 35,000 from a tank, which is pretty decent. And I don't even have great mods on him either. Right. So it's gonna be interesting to see. I mean, this is kind of like a prelude to what we're gonna see in the next month. Maybe the next time we make this video, we'll add the next requirements into the teams just to see what they look like.
So for me, I'm going to go light side first.
I mean, I'm going after both to make vids, but if I only need to pick one, I kind of just want Supreme Leader Kylo.
Going light side.
That's kind of it seems cool. I just want Supreme Leader Kylo.
I'm going Jedi Rey. You heard it here first. I'm going for Jedi Rey.
That's the logical thing to do.
He's going for Supreme Kylo. So that's
the logical thing to do. 100%.
Yeah. So So you probably will go with both, but I'm going to focus on Jedi Training Rey and that team.
I mean,
I need it anyway.
It's kind of like I want Malevolence.
Like
you went Negotiator, and I tell people go after Negotiator first. It's the best, better all around ship needed for light side Geonosis territory battles. I went after Malevolence because I think it's cool, and I just love how easy it is to get by Negotiators. I think they're both gonna be solid characters in the end, but at least right now, where the game is right now, we need better light side content. It seems like to take on the most challenging stuff we have right now.
Right. Guess what time it is?
It's time for the giveaway. Mobile Gamer, let's give you the close-up so you can see
I got that. Okay.
No, wrong one.
I really hope you liked this video today, because if you did, you are in luck. For every single person that likes this video, you will be getting for free in your account.
An
8-star relic out of his mind, like 20 relic Batman Skywalker.
Whoa.
This is not a scam.
This is not a scam.
I'm Batman.
Oh.
Batman who? Batman Skywalker.
Where is she? Where is she? Hopefully you guys enjoyed this Galactic Warrior series. If you did, make sure to let us know what characters you want to see next time. Hit it out in Galactic War, and make sure you smash like and scrub side the Mobile Gamer, because that's where gamers are cool, right?
So is virgins are cool. Remain pure.
I'm ending the video.
All right, guys. Bye.